today, and welcome everyone. Justice Nakamura, we have like 99 or 100 people on this call who
Wow.
wish you well in your retirement. So,
Wow.
with that, I'm going to be brief and let the meeting begin, and I'll turn it over to Senior Justice.
Well, let me welcome everyone here this afternoon on this wonderful day, bittersweet day, really. Judy is retiring from the New Mexico judiciary. And I have to say that Judy Nakamura, you are a wonderful justice, judge, jurist. You have demonstrated the best in leadership. You have shown us what it takes to be an outstanding judge, an outstanding justice, and an outstanding leader. And we will miss you very, very much. And I have to say that we want to express to you, Judy Nakamura, our sincere thanks for your service to not only the court system and all our employees, but really to the people of New Mexico. And you will be missed very much. So with that, I'll turn it over back to you, Chief, and want to thank everyone for joining us here today under these strange times to wish our friend Judy Nakamura the best and brightest future ahead. So thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Senior Justice. Justice Bacon, do you have some remarks you'd like to make?
I do. Thank you, Chief. Judy, we are going to miss you so much. You have been a part of my experience in the judiciary for a long time now. First on Chief Judges Council, when you were still the chief of Metro Court. Then we were colleagues at the district court, and that was a great experience and beginning of, I think, of a longstanding friendship. You were the criminal judge I went to talk to about things that were outside my purview as a civil judge, and our friendship really started there. And then I've had the great fortune to serve with you on the New Mexico Supreme Court, and you have been a steady presence, not just for me, but for the court as a whole. To, in the early days, for you to jump from being the junior justice to the chief justice is a feat probably nobody else could manage. And then serving as chief for 3 years, and most notably as of late, steering us through the COVID-19 crisis and really keeping the courts marching in the right direction. Your innovation and leadership are unparalleled, and we will miss you tremendously. We'll miss having you right across the hall. But go and enjoy and be well. Thank you, Chief Justice.
Thank you, Justice Bacon. And our junior justice, Justice Thompson, do you have anything?
I do. So I just wrapped up a campaign, and let me tell you the #1 question I got on the campaign trail. What is it like to work with that Judy Nakamura? And I would tell people, when I saw her sworn in, there were 2 symbols. One was the really big gavel. Remember Justice Daniels showed that? And the other was the baton, where you hand off the baton to the next group. And I want to talk about the latter because I, in fact, if you can believe it, I ran track. And what I learned was when you look back behind the person behind you, you better give them a lot of steps because they may run right up your legs. And that's what I learned from Justice Nakamura. She was a hardworking justice. I knew her at Metro Court. She was a hardworking judge. She carried the same attributes from there to here. And if you weren't careful, it was really hard to keep up with her. You are a wonderful chief that I think most of all, and I said this in the comments that we recorded, for myself, you set a wonderful example on how to be a chief. and build collegiality within the group of us, and to be always transparent and thoughtful in your decisions. Most of all, I wish you the best in your retirement. Please take it easy and be safe in the balloon. Congratulations.
Thank you, Justice Thompson. Did you wish to make an introduction?
I will turn it over to Senior Justice or Chief.
Okay. Justice Nakamura, we have a surprise for you. There are some of your colleagues for the National Center for State Courts heard about your retirement, and we had one justice, Chief Justice in particular, that wanted to make some comments to you today. So let me introduce Chief Justice Loretta Rush from the Indiana Supreme Court. Chief Justice Rush. Is she there?
Hey, hello, all of you in New Mexico. You know, you gotta love her in New Mexico, but I need to tell you what a national leader Judy was. Judy was amazing. I met her. We served on the Conference of Chief Justices together. She became a good friend, kind of a hip, cool friend too, which I don't always have such hip, cool friends, but Judy was one of them. I mean, her courage, her vision, her leadership. I mean, she helped. I chaired the National Judicial Opioid Task Force and asked Judy to take on a tremendous role, and she did it, and she delivered. Judy is a finisher. There's many people that say, I'll do this, and then there's some people that finish it. So I will tell you, for only 3 years on the Conference of Chief Justices, she was just beloved. And I have to tell you, from like Maureen O'Connor, Paul Reiber, I mean, everyone was like, I can't believe Judy's retiring. We don't want you to retire. I think you've got a lot more gas in that tank, but maybe you're saving that for the hot air balloons. Judy's very funny. She can sit down and eat a lot of food with me. We like massive quantities of food at the same time. The reforms that she helped lead in New Mexico, but not only New Mexico, but nationally. You folks don't know what a leader she was with regard to helping train the rest of us, neophyte chief justices, to make our states better on addictions, mental health, criminal justice reform. What she did for pretrial was just amazing. So, and then there's also her humility and her sense of humor. You're so lucky to have worked for her. I have to think in the pantheon of great chief justices that really took everything they could get to make their state better. Judy never missed a session. If she ever went to a conference, there was an educational session, she was there. She had done her homework. She had read her book. She had read, if there's a book that we had to read before, she did that. So Judy, we're gonna miss you, but I've already texted you like a couple of times this week to say that you're not out of my life. I'm gonna get over my fear of heights and get up in a hot air balloon with you. You're gonna fly over Indiana. But on behalf of all the chief justices in the nation, Judy, what a tour of duty you did as a chief justice. And we can't thank you enough for your leadership and your many trips. And I know you probably missed her when she would be traveling here and there, because we asked her if she would do this, but she's amazing. And I told Judy that Judy's got many more chapters in her life. I can't wait to see what they are. So thank you so much, New Mexico. Thank you for inviting me to come to this. And Judy, I just love you. Bye.
Thank you, Chief Justice Rush. Justice Bacon.
Judy, we have another surprise for you. I'm going to take a moment to let everyone know that we're joined by another Chief Justice, Chief Justice Paul Reiber from the Vermont Supreme Court. Chief, you can take it away.
Paul had an unexpected emergency. So you get me speaking for Paul. So all the comments that I made were also Paul. Paul is just sick. He couldn't do it. But right now, and I feel for your new Chief Justice, we are like playing whack-a-mole in our states with trying to keep the judiciary going. Paul sends his love. He said, Judy, you were a leader from the first time you walked into the Conference of Chief Justices, and he wishes you so well. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'd like to echo those words, Justice Rush, that, you know, I succeeded Justice Nakamura, and you may not know this, that her term was going to be ending. And because she was doing such a great job of leading New Mexico in the COVID situation that we were in, keeping the courts open, keeping the courts running, keeping our employees, judges, and lawyers safe within those courthouses, that we extended her being chief for a few more months, and she continued to do that work. So, I can't tell you how much I admired her work doing that for the state of New Mexico, and what a pleasure and an honor it is for me to have followed in her footsteps. And I still have a long ways to go. And and on a personal level, I'm really going to miss her as well. Her smile, her sense of humor, and her sharp intellect. We just completed several hours today of oral arguments, and she, like you said, she did her homework, and she brought a lot to the table in all these cases. So we have another surprise, Justice Nakamura. The court put together a video surprise for you. Beth Wohan put it together for us, and Beth Wayon, I'm sorry, Beth, put this together for us, and I'll turn it over to Beth or Stephanie to go ahead and play that for us.
Stephanie appears to be on the phone, and she's got the video. I think she's going to do it in just a minute.
Well, it's finally time for you to be retired. I'm going to give the people here a little bit of your background. You were elected to serve in the Metropolitan Court in 1998, where you continued to serve for 15 years. For 11 of those years, from 2002 to 2013, your peers elected you as Chief Judge. As I understand it, that's probably the longest serving period anyone has served as Chief Judge of that court. She was named Judge of the Year by the Albuquerque Bar Association, and she received the University of New Mexico's Zia Award, recognizing distinguished alumni, as well as the National Mothers Against Drunk Driving President's Award. Judge Nakamura was appointed to the District Court of the Second Judicial District in 2013, where she had a reputation as being a very tough, but at the same time, a very fair judge. Justice Nakamura was actually contemplating retirement when an opening came in the Supreme Court due to the retirement of Justice Boston. Governor Martinez appointed her to the Supreme Court in 2015. This was historic. She is the first female Republican to serve on the Supreme Court, and her appointment created the first female majority on the court. After coming to the Supreme Court, Justice Nakamura was elected by her colleagues to serve as Chief Justice, and she was sworn in 2017, becoming only the fourth woman to serve as Chief Justice in the court's 108-year history. Justice Nakamura continued to serve as Chief Justice until July 15, 2020, when I was elected Chief Justice.
As you know, Justice Nakamura is a powerhouse. On the other side of that power is a sense of kindness and compassion and understanding for the people that she serves. Thank you, Justice Nakamura, Judy, for being who you are, for leading our judiciary, for committing your professional life to the service of others, and for making not only the court, but all of New Mexico proud that you're one of our own.
I've enjoyed being your colleague on 2 different courts, and you will definitely be missed. Now go enjoy the countless hours you're going to have to fly your balloon, and best of luck.
I don't think we can give proper appreciation and context to Justice Nakamura's service to the judiciary without recognizing her leadership in delivering us as we make it through this crisis. She approaches everything with diligence, based on objective facts. She takes everybody's thoughts into consideration. She is transparent in her decision-making, and she is in all regards fair. I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Justice Nakamura, we want to thank you for everything you've done for the Metropolitan Court and the judiciary. We'd like to go over all your accolades, but that would take forever. And we know when you first started at Metro, you thought of us like this a little. Please know that you're always welcome back.
You've taught me so much personally. You've really inspired me to take on the chief role myself, and I really appreciate that. That was a very rewarding decision.
You've always been one of my favorite judges, and I have the utmost respect for you as a judge and as a justice. And more importantly, I have tremendous and the most amount of respect for you as a human being.
You will be incredibly missed by everyone here at Metro Court and throughout the judiciary.
We love you. Thanks for everything.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Justice.
Congratulations.
I appreciate the fact that you gave me the opportunity on the innovation team and that you saw something in me that I didn't know I had. Now, maybe that you're retired, we can sit and have a beverage together and talk about anything that's not law related. Congratulations on your retirement.
Can you describe Justice Nakamura in one word?
Fearless. Energy.
Pilot.
Fierce.
Tenacious. Patriot.
What do you think the first thing Justice Nakamura is going to do when she retires?
Refuse to do laundry and recycle her jeans.
I'm hoping she's able to travel to Spain.
I think she's going to head for the hills.
I don't see any way she's not going to fly.
I hope she's going to turn off her cell phone.
I think she's going to do absolutely nothing.
For female judges especially, our job is, when we get to the top, to send the elevator back down to get the young, new female lawyers, judges, and raise them up. And she did that for me.
A documentary, take 28. I'd first like to thank you for taking the leadership role when Metro Court needed a leader.
Thank you so much for all of your dedication to the judiciary and the people of New Mexico.
We at the 2nd Judicial District Court wish you the very best in your retirement.
My fondest memory was, I think, my first summit, and there's Justice Nakamura on the side of me. So I offered to buy her a beer, so she got a Guinness. It was, I think, about a 24 ounce. She drank that sucker like it was a Gatorade. 2 drinks and it was out. I was like, she leads like she drinks beer, which is tenacious, and she's got my utmost respect.
Thank you for your character. Thank you for your ongoing effort during this difficult time in this pandemic.
Happy retirement and joy in all your future endeavors.
You've just been a mentor to not just some of us within the judicial branch, but also women.
2 things I always appreciated about you: if we had an issue or a problem, you always answered your telephone. You could always sit down and have a beer and take care of business. And I always really admired that about you. Congratulations. Best of luck. Thanks.
Justice Nakamura, thanks for all your dedication to the judiciary. I've certainly enjoyed working with you all these years.
Thank you for everything. Bringing up the Lincoln County Commission is probably going to give you a moment of PTSD.
I particularly wanted to say thank you for leading ERT. And I know that your leadership on to the judiciary's pandemic response really made a big difference for all of us.
Justice Nakamura, I apologize for appearing to have your balloon crashing outside my window. I respect you. I've learned a lot from you. I watch you do amazing things. And I want to say congratulations on your retirement and thank you for everything you've contributed to the judiciary.
To my way of thinking, that we just need more judges that are out of the mold of Nakamura. And I think she commands the respect throughout the state of New Mexico because of her demeanor and the way she carries herself. She will be active in some area, and I think she will always have some say in trying to make our state a better state.
This is David Scrace, your partner in creating safe court COVID practices so that the justice system could continue to run despite the pandemic. And I can't think of anybody that's going to be more interesting to watch and follow and probably emulate than you. All my best wishes. Really proud of you. Really grateful as a New Mexican for all your many years of service to all of us, and best wishes.
When I speak to you and listen to you, I hear your deep intelligence, and also I hear a spontaneous honesty. And I think that is the natural outgrowth of your integrity. When you have integrity, you can be bold, you can be confident, as you are. And when you speak, people trust you. And I trust you. And we need more of that in the world.
I will remember your dedication to making things better. Your belief that our efforts can make a difference was reflected on a plaque that sat on your bookcase at the Supreme Court. The plaque says, "She believed she could, so she did." That for me sums up your term as Chief Justice. You saw things that could be better, and you did something about them. Things that have made a real difference, both for those in the New Mexico judiciary and in the lives of the people we serve. And I, for one, cannot wait to see what you'll find next that could work better. Whatever it is, I am certain you will do something about it. Congratulations on your retirement. It is well earned and well deserved, and I truly hope that you will enjoy every moment of it. Congratulations.
Justice Nakamura, I keep expecting that you will be telling us that you're just joking about retiring and that you will stay on several more months. But 22 years is a long time to serve, and because I'm doing this video, I guess it's true. The sign in your office, "Why can't I retire?" should be taken down immediately if it hasn't already been taken down, and you can now have your wish. The people of the state of New Mexico and the judiciary owes you a great debt of gratitude. On behalf of the judiciary, thank you. Enjoy your retirement, your ballooning passion, and your dogs. You deserve it. Whatever you do, God bless you and Godspeed. Thank you for your service.
And we say salute to Justice Nakamura.
Salute.
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 Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? Would you like to ride?
Thank you, Beth. That was
You're
wonderful.
welcome. It was my pleasure.
That was, she did a great job putting that together. And so, Justice Nakamura, the court was trying to contemplate what, if anything, we could get you as a gift. And we remembered a comment you made one day at lunch about something you were contemplating getting for yourself as you traveled throughout the world. And that was the inspiration for the gift that we're about to present to you now. Clarissa, is she coming down?
Yes, Chief, I think she presented the gift to Justice Nakamura.
Wonderful. So Justice Nakamura, if you have anything you want to say at this time, please, you have the floor.
Am I unmuted? Can you hear me?
Yes, you are. You're unmuted.
Oh my gosh.
You know, thank you for doing this for me. Clearly, an incredible amount of thought and planning went into organizing this virtual celebration. They kept it a surprise, my colleagues, because I had been telling them, please, I just want to walk out the door and not have a big to-do about it. And I have to say, with the utmost sincerity now, that this event has really given me the opportunity to see so many people that I haven't been able to see for some time because of COVID. So thank you for doing this. What an opportunity and blessing it is to hear from your friends and the kind remarks like this, because these are usually the comments that are reserved for funerals. So I think it's pretty cool that I got to hear from you today. What a privilege for me. I was flipping through the computer screen. I'm honored to see so many of my friends. Oh my God, Loretta, you touch my heart deeply on behalf of the Chief Justices. And yes, boy, can we eat together. I learned two things today: that I really like to drink beer and I love to eat food. So many of you who have walked with me through my 22-year career here at the judiciary, my friends that I'm seeing on the video, thank you for taking the time out today to join me as I sunset this phase of my life. Stephanie is the AA to the Chief Justice, and I think I owe you an apology, because for the last couple of weeks, every single time she tried to schedule me for something, I'd say, why? What are you up to? They're not planning anything, are they? And I'd keep peppering her with questions, making it very difficult to schedule anything over the last couple of weeks. So thank you for tolerating that. And I quite frankly, I'm just delighted that I had this time to see you all and to say goodbye. You know, you're right. I've had incredible good fortune to have served at every level of the New Mexico judiciary. And by the way, when I started getting suspicious, I jotted a few notes down today so I wouldn't forget something. So bear with me if I start stuttering. And it's kind of remarkable that I went through all levels of the judiciary, because I never ever planned to be a lawyer, much less a judge. Some of you know that when I was in junior high school, what I really wanted to be was a veterinarian. I always just wanted to be a veterinarian. And what happened was, every single time that I had a pet die, whether it was my parakeet or rabbit or rat, all the small animals that I raised, every single time one of them died, it was agonizing. And so I decided that probably wasn't going to work out and I shouldn't be a vet. And someone encouraged me to go to law school. So I go to law school and I ended up working as a civil litigator and in doing plaintiff and defense work. And I was appearing in district court and working at Miller Law Firm when I decided I wanted to go run for Metropolitan Court. And so what if I've only been practicing in civil court? I want to be a criminal judge. And that's a whole different story I'm going to skip. But even though my colleagues at the firm were a little puzzled by my choice, they really did help me and stand by me. And I will always be grateful, because they gave me the springboard to this opportunity in the judiciary. So I'm ending my career in the appellate court, but there's a part of me, my heart and soul, that's always going to be in the trial court. And I see so many of my trial court friends here on the video, particularly my friends and my colleagues at the Metro Court. Boy, Beth, you knew which court just touched my heart. I will always be grateful for having worked alongside other members of the third branch of government who recognize that behind every single case number, there are really people who are just part of our community and whose issues and problems are ours as well. So I really appreciate that all my colleagues in the trial court have always found a way to respond to the underlying needs and positively change the course of someone's life. And I thank you for that. And I beg you to keep up that good work. I thank you for being so thoughtful and so compassionate. I thank you for caring deeply about making the best possible choice you could when someone stands before you, making a good choice for our community. There's a ton I would just say, but I'm not going to do that in respect for your time. Let me just say this. I want to thank you, my current colleagues, and I see some of my former colleagues on here as well, like Justice Maez. I want to thank you, all of you on the Supreme Court. I'm going to miss our challenging work. And what a great day I had today, ending the day, hearing 3 cases. And I just have to tell you all this. My colleagues at the Supreme Court know this. But, you know, the Chief Justice is who presides when he's in Santa Fe. And the Chief Justice today decided to appear remotely so that I could end my career presiding over cases in the Supreme Court. And that touched my heart deeply. Thank you for that. I will miss our work. I'm going to miss the intellectual stimulation of our conversations. We have complex legal issues we work together to resolve. I thank you for your personal support and your differing senses of humor. And to my colleagues throughout the entire judiciary, my TCAAs, my administrative assistants, law clerks, fellow judges, present and past, I want to thank you for standing by and working with me as we confronted the tough challenges of our chosen careers. I want to thank you for enriching my experience, enriching my experiences with your tenacity, for your commitment, the passion for your work. I'm sorry if I'm getting repetitive. I'm trying to think. Thank you for your for respecting the diversity of humankind. Thank you for the respect you have for others. As for other people in government, I saw the speaker, Egoff, Senator Sabantes, some other leaders in our government. Thank you for listening to us, for responding to the needs of judiciary. And when you didn't, I want to thank you for strengthening our resolve to get what we need by challenging and questioning us until we get what we are achieving. My mom's not on here because she can't even operate a smartphone, so I know you couldn't hook her up here, but I want to thank her because time after time, my mom displayed courage as a single mom when she was raising 4 kids, while instilling in us the values that we continue to live by today. I see some of my brother and sister, so many of my personal friends, my ballooning community, my investment club community. Thank you, because you guys have supported me in every possible way over the years. You've provided me emotional support. You've listened to my complaints, my ideas. Some of my friends on here, oh, now I want to run for district court. Now I want to run for the Supreme Court, and you stuck with me. Thank you for working tirelessly for my candidacies. Thank you for volunteering. And in many cases, I want to thank you for setting aside your political affiliations to support your Republican friend. You know, it's funny, when I was packing this weekend, I came across, well, let me say this. You know, we all know that the successes we achieve in life, they're dependent on the efforts of others. This has been true in my life. And I am ending this phase of my life with a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunity to work with and for the New Mexico Judicial Branch. When I was cleaning up my office this weekend, I came across a speech I gave when I was sworn as a Metro Court judge. And I said in that speech that I would promise you all that I'd always be prepared, that I would strictly adhere to the dictates of the law, even when it's not in accord with my own personal belief or popular opinion. I said I would always try to do the right thing, and I always promised to do all I could to administratively improve how we administer justice. I leave the judiciary hoping that I fulfill my promises to you, and I hope that you will agree that I've always tried never to let you down as a public servant. I thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm going to miss all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Justice Nakamura. The one branch of government we've not heard from today is the legislative, and I'd ask the Speaker if he's got a word or two to say to you. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, and because I don't know if I'm ever going to have a real chance to say this, Madam Chief Justice, and may it please the court. It has been a true pleasure to have worked with you over the last almost 4 years that I've been Speaker. There's from the Capitol Buildings Planning Commission to budgetary issues. There's a lot of opportunities I wasn't aware of before I became Speaker to work with the Chief Justice. And it has been a great pleasure and honor to get to know you so much better than I did before. And it has really struck me that, as we heard from the Chief Justice from Indiana, that you really do set an example for your colleagues on the bench all across the country of how to put partisanship aside and put people and especially put the law first. There are always challenges to that in our system and in our country. And when people can look at you, noted by the Chief Justice as the first woman Republican on the Supreme Court bench, I don't think after your appointment that really crossed very many minds, because your decisions took into account the facts and the law and your reputation for fairness, thoughtfulness, preparation. That reputation preceded you every time you took the bench. And I, as someone who runs in a partisan office, of course, never had an occasion to question or to have anything to say about your decisions other than that they were based in the law and in the facts. And I think that should be one of the highest compliments that one can give to a judge, is that they put on the robe and then put all of their personal views and political thoughts aside and decide the cases based on what's before them on the record. And you've done exactly that. And to hear so many wonderful comments from people across every spectrum of life in New Mexico singing your praises, I hope lets you know what a difference you've made in so many lives all over the state through your 22 years of service. And you've touched me, and you've shown me an example of how I can do a better job in my work, even though it's a separate branch of government. Your example of, as I said, thoughtfulness and fairness is a great example for me to try to emulate and to follow. I'm sorry we won't be able to get to work together in an official capacity, but hopefully you won't be too far away. And someone earlier said that you always pick up your phone, you always answer. That's true. I hope you'll keep your same number, because if I need some advice, I'm sure I'll be calling you in the months and years to come. And I hope you have a wonderful retirement, and I hope you find all of the relaxation and recharging that you need to tackle your next big task. So thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, for the opportunity to say a few words. And Justice Nakamura, happy retirement.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And Justice Nakamura, we know that you like to drink, so we have a final chapter to this farewell. And for that, I'll turn it over to the Senior Justice.
I'd like to present a toast to Judith Nakamura. I invite everyone to raise your glass of sparkling or still water or coffee or iced tea, whatever you have, and to join me in making a toast to Judy Nakamura. To Judy Nakamura, a great leader whose imprint on the Supreme Court and the entire judiciary has been profound and will be long-lasting, who led with determination and great vision, especially during difficult times. You will be sadly missed by everyone. And despite, on occasion, having differing views on the law, as it should be, over the years, we have become good friends. And so, Judy, may you look forward to a bright future and happy days ahead. Congratulations, and thank you for everything you have done for so many. Cheers, salud to Judy Nakamura.
Salud.
Cheers, salud.
Cheers, Judy.
Salud.
Cheers.
I see I have the soda, but some of my friends there have hit the hard stuff. I see you guys out there. But
Well, that will conclude our meeting today. Justice Nakamura, thank you for everything you've done. God bless you. And may the angels carry you and protect you.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my
Adios.
friends. Thank you for being here. I'm going to open my gift. Thank you all. Those of you who want to see it, hang. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Well, you have to show us.
Oh my God.
Let's see it, Judy.
What is it?
A MacBook Pro.
Nice.
Oh my God. Yeah, Dawn, keep your eyes off it. Oh my God, you guys. I just told, Joey was loaning me the computer to do a court hearing on Thursday because my computer crashed. And so, oh my God, this is just unbelievable. Way too much. Thank you. Thank you.
Deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you. Darn, I guess I have to keep reading those emails, huh, Joey? Thank you all. This touches my heart. Thank you for your kind words today. Thank you for taking time out and being here today. And Karen Mitchell, you look great. Thank you. Bye, y'all. Where'd this alcohol love thing come from? Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Judy.
Bye, Judy.
Bye, Judy.
Bye. Bye. Hey, I'm getting to see everybody's on. Sylvia.
Bye, Judy.
Getting to see everybody that you're going. Bye.
Hi, Catherine.
Judy. Bye, Judgy.
Oh my gosh, Ed Lujan. Hey, Ed.
Bye, Judy.
Bye, Judy. We'll see you, Judy.
Bye. See you, Edward. Right, Carol.
Take it easy and then start working again. At some level.
I will, Edward. Bye, my friends, all my ballooning buddies, my personal friends. See you guys, my Metro buddies, district. Hey, Yasmin. Hey, Pete and Barbara.
Judy.
Hey there. I see you.
Nice mask,
Susan.
Oh, thanks.
Melissa and Susan, I saw you were drinking the good champagne. Hey,
All the best, Justice Nakamura.
thank you. Thank you for coming today. Hi, Judge Pestak.
Justice Nakamura, talk soon. Take care.
Hey, Matt.
Good luck, Judy.
Thank you. See you guys. As you're clicking off, I'm getting to see you, so I'm just going to wait and keep seeing. Bye, Don. Hey, Judge Dominguez.
Bye,
Suzette.
Judy. Love you.
Catherine, Deborah, you guys all kept a good secret. Not one of them spilled it. Hey, Beth, I know where that video from Taos came from. We're going to chat later. Hey, Carrie, thanks for coming.
Congratulations, Justice.
You. Joe Mitchell, my first campaign manager. This is cool. And Edward, my chairman, just.
Congratulations,
You guys are moving around. Bye, thank you. I can't believe I have a laptop. Hey, David. David, my nephew.
I love you. I thought that we were drinking buddies, but I guess you got all the drinking buddies. Hey, love you, and I'm
David,
proud of
remember
you.
our discussions about alcohol. What you heard today.
Stay with me. All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Judy, I jumped in late. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I had a hearing. Hope it was a lovely surprise for you.
It was a lovely surprise. And everybody keep their mouths shut.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I think it was recorded, so I'm good. I'll be able to see everything that
It was
happened.
pretty neat. It was pretty cool. I love the little metro scene with my balloon. So, well, thank you all. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.
Where's the part where we get to object? I thought you said we could object to retirement.
It's done. It's done.
Hey,
Thank
Judy,
you, guys.
job well done.
Thank you, Edward. Thank you for running and working so hard for me.
That was a total pleasure.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Joe. Joe Mitchell helped run my Metro Court campaign, and every time I got tired, she'd say, "Get out of the way, or I'm gonna step over you." I remember. Thank you.
Joe, are you still there?
She is. Hi, Judge Mitchell, Scooter Mitchell.
How are you?
Hello. You've had a full justice.
See you all. Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming.